So this is from the Bleacher Report. Expectations for the Browns' top rookies in the preseason. Michael Hall, evaluating Hall's performance may be tough because he's likely to be going against backup linemen. If he can control those reps, Hall will prove he's ready for some first-team reps early in the regular season. Zak Zinter, spot in the starting lineup may be hard to come by right away, but Zinter's goal is to be pushing for a starting position. If he's that good, the Browns will find a spot for him to play on the offensive line. Needs to prove to the coaching staff they have the 6th offensive line starter on the roster throughout his preseason. And Jamari Thrash. Best case situation is that in an open competition, he is in place for the 3rd wide receiver spot along Elijah Moore, Cedric Tillman, and David Bell. If he is good enough, the Browns could even consider trading Moore to ensure they have 3 young stars in support of their 2-star pass catchers, which would be Jerry Jeudy and Amari Cooper. All right, when you look at those, what do you think of Hall? When you look at Hall, what do you see?
Yeah, I like him. I think he certainly was a guy that I would take it on day 2. So I think it was worth the pick that the Browns used on him. I don't foresee him right now being a starting player on that defensive line. I think Dalvin Tomlinson and Shelby Harris will probably be your 2 starting D tackles this upcoming season. But I think, just because he's not going to start doesn't mean he's not going to get a lot of snaps, right? Because the defensive line rotates all the time. So I do think that Michael Hall is going to get a pretty good amount of snaps in his rookie year, even if he's not going to be a starter.
Yeah, and again, he's a guy that they're going to want to develop a little bit. He's only 21. He just turned 21. You want him to get a little bit bigger. He's quick, and you could see them finding situational matchups in pass rush situations that they like and exploiting. That's the way Jim Schwartz rolls.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's definitely a toolsy guy that, showed off those tools at Ohio State. So, yeah, I'm really excited to see what he could do on that defensive line. And he's got 2 great edge defenders alongside him, and Myles Garrett and Darius Smith, to kind of take some pressure off him, because the offensive line is really going to be focused on stopping those 2. That it could free up Michael Hall for some one-on-ones, and he could take advantage of those.
Zinter, that's a guy that kind of seems to be that pick seems to be all over the place. I personally liked it. Zak Zinter, I think if he was healthy, probably wouldn't have been where the Browns picked him. But if you play that position at Michigan for Jim Harbaugh, I think that translates into the NFL.
Yeah, again, I don't see him being a starter for the Browns because they are really, really good at guard already with Joe Bitonio and Wyatt Teller there already. But yeah, they're obviously taking him in the 3rd round. They obviously have a plan for him long term, and again, he's more of a guy that I think will be more of a depth piece to at least start his career. And the hope is that once he gets healthy, obviously too, he could be a full-time starter maybe in years down the road. But as of right now, I don't anticipate him being a starting guard for the Browns, considering how good the 2 guards they have right now.
What about Thrash? What do you see with him? I know you've looked at him at his college tape in Louisville, and I think it was Georgia State. What do you see with Thrash?
Yeah, he kind of fits the mold of what Cleveland has been going for at wide receiver recently with Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy. Just a really, really good route runner. He's a little bit of a skinnier player. He's really good after the catch, though. I like Jamari Thrash a lot. I thought he was a really talented player at Louisville, and he kind of fits, like I said, he kind of fits that mold of a Jerry Jeudy, Amari Cooper, just like a guy who's going to get open and maybe create a little bit after the catch too.